Okay, we're going to call this regular council meeting, January 18, 2022 to order. Item 2 is closed session. Be it resolved that council convene in closed session as per section 239, the Municipal Act 2001 as amended, in order to address a matter pertaining to subsection 2A, the security of the property of the municipality or local boards. A mover and a seconder, please. Doug and Pat. Any discussion? All in favor? Carried. Okay. Let me know when the recording is off.
It says on my screen.
Okay, and let me know when we're ready to go.
People have been admitted.
Okay, we will start off with item 3 then, disclosure, pecuniary interest, and general nature thereof. Sorry, Joe and Matt, I believe you had your hands up earlier. Matt, okay?
Section 12.1, schedule of
Okay.
accounts.
Okay. And I see Joe's not at his seat.
I'm coming.
Okay. Pecuniary interest, Joe?
Yes, section 11, 12.1, schedule accounts.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, item 4, approval or amendments of the meeting agenda. Be it resolved that council approve the agenda of the regular meeting dated January 18th, 2022 as presented. Discussion, or mover and seconders? Pat and Angela? Any discussion? All in favor? Okay, thank you. Item 10, bylaw. Bylaw number 2021-40 to adopt a video surveillance policy. Be it resolved that bylaw number 2021-40 being a bylaw to adopt a video surveillance policy for the town of Cobalt be read a third time and finally passed this 18th day of January 2022. And further that said bylaw be signed and sealed by the mayor and clerk. A mover and a seconder, please. Joe and Bill, all in favor? Carried. Thank you. Okay. Think I what? Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. We did number 10 before. I went from 4 to 10. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. We have to back up a little bit here, I guess. Item 5, approval of the minutes. Be it resolved that council approve the following minutes as presented. Committee of the whole meetings, January 11th, 2022. A mover and a seconder, please. Pat and Angela, any discussion? All in favor? Okay. Okay. Any business arising from those minutes? None. Inquiries from general public, none. Delegations and presentations, we have none. Business arising, none. Item 9, item for council direction, 9.1, NOHFC elevator. Be it resolved that the council of town of Cobalt commit to cover any possible overruns for NOHFC file number 7500027 project, named Cobalt Community Center Accessibility Project from its own sources, either through the established recreational reserves or operational item. Can I have a mover and a seconder, please? Nobody's moving or seconding? The motion is defeated. Is that how we? Okay, yes, John?
I hope I can jump in here, Your Worship.
Yeah.
This is a requirement that the NOHFC has as part of their review of applications. This particular program grant that we applied for was to provide accessibility to the community center upstairs by putting in an elevator. We've applied for it. We haven't received it, but when they've gone through the final review of the application, that's one of the things that they require, in the same way as the wellness center. The funding in this project is 90% by NOHFC and 10% by the municipality. So what they want to do is they say that if your 10% goes over, your ability to fund it through a reserve or a designated amount of the 10%, you have to show that you're able to do it. So by defeating this motion or not putting it on the table for review means killing the project.
Councillor Adshead.
That's the first I'm hearing about putting an elevator into the community center. We do have accessibility with a chairlift. So when did I miss something somewhere?
Go ahead, John.
I tried my best to keep the council informed through regular reports on this over the last year. This has been a while. We put the application in the spring, two of them, and another one down at the tech park. It comes to council for a resolution to approve. Certainly, council has the opportunity to throw it down, turn it down once they know the costs and the requirements that the province has. It was my understanding that there was support for improving the accessibility. Current accessibility is not effective, nor is it probably up to standards. So that's the purpose of this, putting an elevator in, changing the foyer upstairs, changing the foyer at the front, and providing proper accessibility under a particular accessibility grant.
Okay, Doug.
I guess I would really like to know how much it's going to cost, what our 10% is going to be, and if in fact we actually need it. I think Angela has a valid point that we do have a chairlift, and it's been doing a kind of a job for a while now. I've nothing against improving things, but I'm almost feel like I'm being asked to approve a pig in a poke here, and I'm not too sure I want to do that. So I would ask maybe we defer this and get John to give us a more updated report with some details. That would be helpful to me anyway.
Bill.
Yeah, true. Your worship. Yeah, myself. I'm kind of agreeing with Councillor Adshead. We have a lift there. I'm a little familiar with elevators. I used to inspect them when I was working for the ministry, and you get them. That's an extra maintenance cost a year. You need to do an inspection once a year. You got to bring in a certified elevator guy. That's going to be all extra cost. And so I'm of the same opinion. Do we really need an elevator in the town hall? I'm sort of mixed up here a little bit. I don't know why we would need one. We already have something in place. So
Right.
My thoughts.
Councillor Adshead.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Councillor Wilcox. I'd like to see a projected cost of this project, because as somebody who uses a chairlift, it is sufficient. It does the job.
Yep.
So we'll defer this then until we get further information.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Item for council information. Be it resolved that council accept items as presented. A mover and a seconder, please. Angela and Pat. All in favor? Carried. Okay, item 10 we've already done. Sorry about that, folks. 10.2, a bylaw number 2022-2 vaccination policy. Be it resolved that bylaw number 2022-2 being a bylaw to adopt a vaccination policy for the town of Cobalt be taken as read a first, second, and third time and finally passed this 18th day of January 2022. And further said that bylaw be signed and sealed by the mayor and clerk. Over in the seconder. Pat and Joe. Is there any discussion? All in favor? Carried. Item 11, general business, schedule of accounts.
Gotta go.
Hey, you want to turn your mic off, guys, if you're leaving, and your audio? Okay,
I just want to look at something because I did have a question about one of these schedules. I got to go into my email, so I'm going to black out for a minute. Okay, never mind. I can't find it.
okay. Be it resolved that council receive the following schedules as presented. Schedule number 2021-24 in the amount of $341,801.34. Schedule number 2021-25 in the amount of $91,317.48. And schedule number 2022-1 in the amount of $39,896.26. Mover and a seconder, please. Doug and Angela. Any discussion? Angela, you couldn't find your, no, go ahead.
The light bulb went off.
Okay.
Is it possible to get what we've spent to date so far on the budgeted items like the garage?
Yep, staff can arrange for something like that.
Yes, your
Yep,
worship.
we'll
You
get
know,
that.
at actuals as compared to the budgeted?
Okay,
Thank you,
we
Angela.
can definitely get you that.
And I think there was another large project that was a large expenditure on the schedule. That was a budgeted item. Can we do the same on it as well? And I'm sorry, I'll send you an email. I can't remember it off the top of my
Indicate which one
head.
it is. Sure.
Okay,
Okay, sure
Thank
thing.
you.
Any other questions? All in favor? Carried. Okay, motion for which prior notice has been given. We have none. Okay, we gotta wait for the boys to come back. That's it. Joe, Matt?
Matt has dropped out.
Hey,
Matt has dropped out.
John?
Yes, he's dropped.
Okay. So just Joe?
He's rejoining.
You guys done?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're saying Matt's not
Matt's rejoining now.
rejoining now, so we're good to go with that. Can't see him yet. There we go. Okay. Motion for which prior notice has been given. We have none. Mayor's report. Other than the shop is coming along quite well. I don't have anything else to report on. Go down, take a quick look at it. Notice of motion, none. Councilor updates. None. Council questions and answers. Go ahead, Doug.
Yes, Your Worship. I was just wondering if you give us an update on what's happening with the Fire Museum and the potential of fixing the wall there.
Well, Steve, do you know anything on that one at all, or?
I'd have to, your worship, I'd have to get back to you on that
We're-
and to council.
Yeah, is John
Any
still?
updates?
We're still waiting on an engineer, as far as I know. Nothing has transpired other than that. Some of the stuff has been removed from the fire department and stored. That's about where we're at right now. I don't know of anything else that's happening. John, do you know any news on fire
Thank you,
museum?
Your Worship. We do have the engineer's report. We do have the recommendation and what they want to do. The issue is finding a contractor skilled in this particular area, and the engineer hasn't got back to me on his efforts for that. I will find out tomorrow where we're at.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? Closed session we've done. Business arising from the closed session. Confirmation bylaw. Be it resolved that bylaw number 2022-3 being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of council, the corporation of town of Cobalt be taken as read a first, second, and third time and finally passed this 18th day of January 2022. And further, that said bylaw be signed and sealed by the mayor and clerk. Mover and seconder, please. Doug and Joe, all in favor? Carried, thank you. Adjournment. Be it resolved that the regular meeting of council be adjourned at 7:52. Mover and seconder. Doug and Angela, all in favor? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Have a
you.
good evening.